I have the application running here. Let's try to access our basket, and it's asking us to log in. First, I haven't yet verified my email, so let's try this. I'm going to say iosdevschool@gmail.com, password, and I will try to sign in. And it says user login successful. So let's see. Let me go to my fuser object. Actually, it prints out user login successful because we are not checking if this is verified or no. Let me just put comma and say email is verified. And let's pass our is email verified value here. Let's just go on to it again. So if I go here again, I will say iosdevschool@gmail.com, password, sign in, sorry, and says user logged in successful, email is verified false. So actually our user is not logged in successful. This should be printed only if our email is verified anyway. But here we get the information that my email verification is false. So what I'm going to do, just open my email here quickly. And I'm going to verify my email address. Let me do it on my phone. And verification is successful. So let me clean this here, and I'm going to sign in again. Now it says user login successful, email is verified true. So now really our user login was successful. The email is verified. Let's go to our Firebase here. I'm going to refresh, and theoretically we have to see a fuser object saved here, which is correct. We have a created new user section. We have an ID here. If I go to my authentication, you will see that my user ID starts A50ZR, and this is the ID that we have just created for our fuser object here, A50ZR. And then if we check the value that we have saved, we have the email address iosdevschool@gmail.com. Everything else is empty, as we said. The ID is what we set for our user ID, and onboarding by default is set to false. So our user was created, and now if I try to log in again, if our code is working correctly, you see it prints again. But if our code is working correctly, I shouldn't have a second fuser object created, because first we check if we have a fuser object with that name, and only then we create. As you can see, after refresh, we have only one fuser object with that ID, so that this part of the code is working as well. So what we need after this is, once our user is logging in, we want to first dismiss our view so that we can go back to our coffee there. But before we do that, we want to check if our onboarding is done as well. So if I get rid of this, and if I put a statement here, if fuser dot current user is not equals to nil, and fuser dot current user, Now we can unwrap this. Onboard is true. In this case, we want to dismiss the view here. Otherwise, we want to show our finish registration screen so that our user can proceed to the next screen and he can finish his registration procedure.